Three students are discussing whether they should take part in a field trip organized by the university.
Honestly, my part-time shifts conflict with the field trip, and it will cost me a lot of money. But even if I take the day off, the lost wages would set me back more than I can afford right now. So, I think I'll have to sit this one out. After all, the trip is just an optional one.
You are right, optional, but I will definitely go. The trip will be so great for all people. Business majors can visit a hotel by sea to see how it is run. Those who major in geography will be glad to see a beach, and I believe the beach cleanup activity will attract them. I am a history major, and the field trip includes a history museum, which ties perfectly into my research on maritime trade. So why miss out on a free trip with friends?
Let me think twice. A free trip with a lot of friends? I have to admit it will definitely a great chance to socialize. You know, I've been wanting to meet more people outside my major. Maybe I'll see if I can swap my work shift. My coworker owes me a favor, so fingers crossed.
I won't go either. Although I am from the business department, I see no point for business students to go so far just to visit a seashore hotel. Hotels are almost everywhere in the city, aren't they? A seashore one won't make any difference. Isn't it just a glorified ad for the resort sponsor?
All the same as hotels in the city? I'm afraid not. In fact, a hotel by sea involves very different management than the urban counterparts, and you can imagine guests on the beach will raise many different requests to the hotel. So you can learn a new style of hotel management.
You are so persuasive, and now I'd love to. But I will have a very, very important football match that weekend to take part in. I am one of the team starters, so my absence would drive the coach and my teammates mad. You don't know how long and how hard all of us have been preparing for the match.
I see your point. However, I really hope you can reconsider the field trip and join us. Besides, the hotel will help you a lot on your major. Don't forget the history museum I just mentioned. I hear the museum has a wonderful sports history section. Didn't you say your team's researching athlete nutrition trends? You could totally find relevant archives or old studies there, and that could even give your team an edge.
Well, the sports history section does sound interesting. Our coach has been pushing us to study past training methods lately. But the football tournament is a big deal for our team. We've been practicing for months. I'll think about it, but don't get your hopes up.
Okay, now you guys have got me tempted. Everyone keeps saying the beach cleanup activity is a good icebreaker among people from different departments. Plus, I've never been to that history museum, and it might be a nice change from my usual routine. But no promises.
In this discussion, three students share their views about the university field trip. Speaker 1 explains that their part-time shifts conflict, and it would cost a lot of money with lost wages. At first, they consider skipping the optional trip, but later they see it as a free trip with friends and a great chance to socialize. They want to meet more people outside their major and might swap a work shift with a coworker to join. They are also interested in the History Museum. Speaker 2 says they will definitely go because the trip is great for all people. They highlight that business majors can learn from a hotel by sea. Geography students will join the beach cleanup activity. And as a history major, they are excited for the History Museum and research on maritime trade. They add that a hotel by sea needs different management, since beach guests have different requests. They also mention the sports history section with nutrition trends. Speaker 3 argues there is no point for business students because hotels are everywhere in the city. calling it a glorified ad for the resort sponsor. Still, they cannot go due to a very important football match. As a team starter, their coach and teammates would be mad if they miss it, after practicing for months. However, they admit the sports history section sounds interesting, with past training methods, but the football tournament is a big deal for them.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos.